chosen one. There is a divine purpose behind your presence here at this exact moment. You are not here by chance. The very fact that you are hearing these words is no coincidence. Heaven has orchestrated this moment specifically for you. This is your divine appointment. A pivotal point where a sacred shift is taking place in your life. This is not just another passing moment. It is a moment of transformation. It is a sacred time where you are being called to step into the next chapter of your divine purpose. As you read these words, something within you is already awakening. You can feel it, can't you? Something is shifting. The hand of God is moving in your life, and you are being prepared for something extraordinary. Heaven moves in perfect timing, and it is no mistake that you are here, reading this message right now. Every moment in your life has led up to this point. Your past struggles, your moments of doubt, your victories, and your setbacks. Everything has been working together, aligning to bring you to this very moment. Divine timing is not bound by human clocks. It is beyond the limitations of the physical world. God has set this moment aside for you. Right now, even though you may not see it or understand it, something spiritual is happening behind the scenes. The invisible forces of the universe are at work, moving things around, preparing you for what lies ahead. You may have felt uncertain or disconnected at times, wondering if your dreams would ever come to pass. But let me remind you, God's timing is perfect. His plan is unfolding exactly as it was meant to. You are stepping into a time of great transformation, and though you may not always be able to see how it will all come together, trust that it is already happening. This is your moment. This is your time. You are being positioned for a shift that is not just an external change, but an internal realignment that will reshape your destiny. You might be noticing changes within yourself, subtle yet powerful shifts that are taking place in your spirit, mind, and energy. It's as if you're beginning to sense things differently. You're feeling more alive, more purposeful, more attuned to what is happening around you. Your heart is stirring with a deeper sense of meaning, and your energy is rising. There is a new sense of clarity, a heightened awareness of the path that is unfolding before you. You may find that old habits, thought patterns, and even relationships no longer serve you. Things that once held your attention now feel distant, and your focus is being redirected toward the greater purpose God has for you. Externally, things are beginning to shift as well. Opportunities are presenting themselves, doors are opening, and you are moving closer to the desires of your heart. You might feel as though everything is falling into place, almost effortlessly. This is not coincidence. It is divine alignment. Heaven is moving in your favor, and the universe is shifting to support the destiny you are stepping into. The changes you are experiencing are part of God's plan, and even though it may feel overwhelming at times, know that this shift is bringing you closer to the fullness of who you were always meant to be. Internally, there is a rewiring happening within you. God is aligning your thoughts, your desires, and your actions with His divine will. You are shedding old mindsets that have kept you limited, and you are embracing a new way of thinking, one that is expansive, empowered, and aligned with God's purpose for your life. You are starting to see yourself through a different lens, through the lens of your divine calling. The way you view the world, the way you approach challenges, and the way you see your future is all changing. You may not fully understand all that is happening within you right now, but know this: you are being prepared for something far greater than you ever imagined. This shift is not just an ordinary change, it is a divine reset, a realignment of your spirit with the plans God has set for you. You are stepping into a new season, where everything that has been holding you back will no longer have power over you. The shackles of fear, doubt, and insecurity are being broken, and you are being freed to step into the fullness of your purpose. As you read these words, know that you are not just hearing a message. You are receiving a divine invitation. You are being called to step into your destiny with boldness, with confidence, and with trust in God's perfect plan. If you feel this shift happening within you, if you sense the stirring in your spirit and the new energy rising within you, I invite you to declare your alignment with God's plan. Let the world know that you are ready for the transformation that is underway. Comment 777 below to affirm that you are ready to receive the divine momentum that is now at work in your life. The number 777 is a symbol of divine alignment, spiritual completion, and God's favor. It is a sign that you are in perfect harmony with the divine will, and you are stepping into the next phase of your journey with confidence and purpose. By commenting 777, you are declaring your readiness to embrace the change, to trust the process, and to move forward with unwavering faith in the divine timing of your life. This is just the beginning. The divine shift that is happening within you and around you is only the start of something much greater. Your journey is unfolding, and the next chapter will be filled with even greater blessings, opportunities, and divine fulfillment. Trust that everything you need is already being provided, and as long as you stay aligned with God's plan, nothing can stop you from stepping into your divine destiny. So, take a deep breath, chosen one, and know that you are walking in alignment with God's purpose for your life. The transformation you are experiencing is not an accident, it is the work of heaven in your life. And it is just the beginning of the extraordinary journey that lies ahead. Chosen one, you may have felt something stirring within you lately. An awakening, a shift you can't quite explain, yet one that resonates deeply in your soul. This moment is not just one of passing change. It is the beginning of a divine transformation, a spiritual overhaul. The hand of God is actively working within you, rewiring not only your spirit but also your body and mind for what lies ahead. You are being prepared for the next phase of your destiny. This process may not be instant, but it is profound and necessary for the greatness that is coming your way. You see, God is never content with leaving his chosen ones where they are. He has a plan that is both grand and intricate, designed not just to elevate your circumstances, but to elevate you on the inside. Your transformation is not limited to external success. It is a total rewiring of your entire being. This is the type of change that happens at a deep level, at the core of your existence. It affects how you perceive the world, how you move through life, and, most importantly, how you view your own identity. You are no longer the person you once were, and you are about to become someone you never imagined. Someone capable of standing strong in the face of the challenges ahead, empowered to fulfill the unique purpose God has set for you. Your spirit is being recalibrated, and with it, your mind is being aligned with the divine purpose that has always been written for you. God is shaping you for greatness, and though this may feel like a process of gradual change, it is a powerful transformation that is already underway. Now, you might not always feel the full force of this transformation right away. And that's okay. God's work is often subtle at first, much like the quiet movement of a rising tide that first brushes the shore before it surges forward. You might notice subtle shifts in your energy, moments of inexplicable lightness, an inner stillness, or perhaps a deep urge to retreat inward, even while life around you continues its usual pace. These are all signs of the divine recalibration taking place within you. The world might still appear the same, perhaps the chaos of daily life continues, and your responsibilities and relationships demand your attention. But inside, you are different. There is a stirring within your soul, a pull towards something greater, something beyond what you can see. This is the quiet shift, a movement within you, orchestrated by God himself. The pull to go inward is not one of retreat, but of preparation. God is tuning you for what's to come, aligning you with the frequency of his divine plan. These changes may seem small, even insignificant at times, but I assure you, they are anything but. They are the quiet whispers of God's presence in your life, calling you to listen, to reflect, and to align your heart with the purpose he is revealing. You are being prepared in ways you cannot yet fully understand. But trust that this shift is precisely what you need in order to step into your divine destiny. As this transformation unfolds, you may experience moments of disconnection or confusion. You might find yourself questioning your old ways of thinking or habits that once served you, but no longer feel aligned with your higher purpose. This is the rewiring process in action. You are not losing your way. You are being directed to a new path, one that leads you closer to the fullness of God's plan for you. Embrace these moments of quiet transition, for they are a sign that the spiritual overhaul is happening. You are being reshaped for the extraordinary life that awaits you. Now, as you continue this journey, you may start to notice more tangible signs of your transformation. Perhaps you are experiencing flashes of clarity, moments when everything suddenly makes sense, when the path ahead is illuminated in a way that it never has been before. Or, you might feel an increased sensitivity to your spiritual surroundings, an awareness of things you once overlooked, an ability to see deeper into situations, people, and experiences. These signs are not mere coincidences, they are evidence that the rewiring process is in full swing. You may also experience an unexplainable lightness in your spirit. It might feel as though a weight you've been carrying for so long has been lifted, and you are free to step into a new version of yourself, one that is unburdened by past doubts, fears, or limitations. This feeling of lightness may be accompanied by a deeper sense of peace, an inner knowing that all is as it should be, even when circumstances around you seem uncertain. These moments of clarity and sensitivity are not just signs of spiritual growth, they are divine confirmations. They show you that God is indeed at work in your life. He is preparing you for what is coming next. The challenges you've faced, the doubts you've overcome, and the growth you've experienced up until now have been part of your preparation for this very moment. These signs are like breadcrumbs, guiding you forward on the path that God has set for you. As you continue to embrace this transformation, trust that these signs will become more frequent and more profound. The more you align with God's plan, the clearer your vision will become. Your purpose will unfold before you, and the obstacles that once seemed so overwhelming will begin to fall away. You will see your life from a higher perspective, one that is shaped by divine clarity and purpose. Now, chosen one, it's time for you to acknowledge what's happening within you. The signs are all around you, and the transformation is already taking place. It may feel like a quiet process now, but know that it is building momentum, preparing you for the next season of your life. You are stepping into a new level of alignment with God's plan, and that alignment is going to bring you closer to the life you've always been destined for. Take a moment to reflect on how you feel different now than you did before. What has changed in your spirit, your mind, or your energy? Do you feel more connected to your purpose, more aware of the divine guidance surrounding you? Recognize these shifts as confirmation that God is at work in your life, preparing you for the extraordinary future ahead. If you are ready to fully embrace this transformation, to step boldly into the divine calling that is unfolding before you, I invite you to comment "Amen" below. By doing so, you are affirming your readiness to receive the transformation that is coming, to embrace the shift, and to walk confidently into the next chapter of your divine purpose. Remember, this is just the beginning. You are being rewired, realigned, and prepared for something extraordinary. Trust in the process, and know that with each passing moment, you are moving closer to the fullness of God's plan for you. Your transformation has already begun, and with each step you take, you will continue to grow into the person you were always meant to be. Chosen one. Have you ever wondered why some blessings come at certain times in your life, while others seem delayed or even withheld? Let me tell you this. God does not just bless for the sake of blessing. Each blessing, each increase, and each breakthrough has been carefully and strategically placed at the right moment in your life, with purpose and intention behind it. God is preparing you to carry these blessings in a way that will not overwhelm you, but rather equip you to handle them with grace, wisdom, and strength. In His infinite wisdom, God knows that blessings are not just rewards but tools to fulfill His divine purpose for your life. The increase you are about to experience is not just for your comfort, but for the fulfillment of the mission He has set for you. And so, in His love and care for you, He has been preparing you behind the scenes, in ways you may not even be aware of yet. He has been strengthening your foundation, widening your capacity, and deepening your understanding of how to handle what is to come. God knows the weight of the blessings He is about to pour into your life. He knows what is at stake, but He also knows that you are ready for this moment. And He has been equipping you to not only receive these blessings, but to manage them well. He has been preparing your heart to remain humble, your mind to remain clear, and your spirit to remain anchored in Him, so that when the blessings come, you will be able to carry them with the integrity and responsibility they deserve. This is divine preparation at its finest. God is shaping you, refining you, and making you ready for the wealth, influence, and responsibility that is on its way. He is not rushing the process, for He knows the value of patience and persistence. The process you are undergoing right now is one that will ensure that when the time comes for you to receive your blessings, you will be able to handle them with grace and wisdom. This is not just about receiving, but about becoming the kind of person who can carry the weight of the blessings in a way that glorifies God and benefits those around you. As you step into this season of divine preparation, you may begin to notice changes in your spirit, your emotions, and your physical being. These changes are not random. They are signs that God is expanding your capacity. You may not yet fully understand all that is happening within you, but rest assured, this is the work of God, preparing you to hold and manage the abundance He is about to entrust you with. Spiritually, you are being strengthened. Your connection to God is deepening, and your understanding of His will for your life is becoming clearer. You may find yourself more attuned to His voice, more sensitive to His guidance, and more confident in your ability to discern His will. This spiritual growth is preparing you to not only receive the blessings that are coming your way, but also to steward them well. You are being expanded in your ability to understand and implement God's purpose for your life, and this understanding will be the foundation for everything else that follows. Emotionally, you are becoming more resilient. You may notice that you are less affected by the ups and downs of life, less swayed by the opinions of others, and more grounded in your own truth. This emotional stability is a vital part of your divine preparation. As the blessings and responsibilities begin to come, you will need to remain calm, focused, and emotionally mature. God is refining your emotional responses, teaching you how to remain centered even in the midst of chaos, how to respond with wisdom rather than react with impulsivity. Physically, you may experience a sense of renewed energy, vitality, and strength. This is not just a physical preparation, but a spiritual one. Your body, mind, and spirit are being aligned to handle the blessings that are coming your way. God is preparing you to not just receive, but to thrive. He is expanding your capacity to handle more, to do more, and to be more. You are becoming more than you were before, and this transformation is taking place on every level of your being. The increase you are about to experience is not just external. It will touch every part of your life. You are being transformed into the kind of person who can hold and manage that increase with grace, humility, and wisdom. You are becoming a vessel that God can trust to carry His blessings and His purpose into the world. The spiritual, emotional, and physical changes you are experiencing are part of this divine expansion. Your capacity is being stretched, and with it, you will be able to carry the weight of the blessings He has for you. As you experience this divine preparation, you may begin to notice significant emotional shifts. You might feel more centered, more at peace, and more focused on what truly matters. These changes are part of your spiritual transformation, and they are essential for the work God is doing within you. Emotional maturity is key to handling the blessings and responsibilities that are on their way, and God is preparing you for that right now. You may find that you are less affected by the opinions of others. Where once, you may have been swayed by criticism or praise, now you are more grounded in your own sense of purpose and identity. You are beginning to realize that your worth is not determined by external validation but by your relationship with God and your alignment with His purpose for your life. This emotional shift is a sign that you are maturing, that you are stepping into your divine calling with greater clarity and confidence. You might also notice that you are becoming more compassionate, more empathetic, and more patient with others. This emotional growth is a direct result of the divine work God is doing within you. As He expands your capacity to receive His blessings, He is also expanding your capacity to give love, kindness, patience, and understanding. You are being prepared not only to receive but to pour out to others in ways that you may not have been able to do before. This emotional maturity will serve you well in the coming season. The blessings and responsibilities that are about to come your way will require a steady, calm, and focused emotional state. God is teaching you how to respond rather than react, how to stay grounded in His peace even when the world around you is chaotic. This emotional stability will be a cornerstone of your success in the future, and it is being developed in you right now. Now, chosen one, I want you to take a moment to reflect on what you are experiencing. What changes do you feel happening within you? How are you feeling different than you did before? Are you beginning to notice a deeper sense of peace, clarity, or focus? These are signs that God is at work in your life, expanding your capacity for the blessings He is about to pour out. If you are ready to step into the fullness of what God has prepared for you, I invite you to comment, "I am ready" below. This is your declaration that you are prepared to hold the new blessings, the new responsibilities, and the new opportunities that are coming your way. By commenting, you are affirming that you are ready to receive what God has ordained for you, and that you are prepared to walk in the divine alignment He is setting before you. Remember, this is just the beginning. God is expanding your capacity, and as you continue to walk in His preparation, He will continue to guide you to greater things. The best is yet to come, and with each step you take, you will move closer to the life God has designed for you. Chosen one, as you embark on this incredible journey of transformation, you may have noticed something profound occurring within you. The things that once felt comfortable, the habits that once seemed essential, the mindsets you held so tightly to they no longer fit. In fact, they might feel foreign or even burdensome now. This is a divine rewiring in action. The familiar patterns and behaviors that once served you, or at least you thought they did, are now becoming outdated. And as you move forward, they no longer resonate with the new vision and purpose that God is unfolding within you. Have you ever wondered why you suddenly feel disconnected from the very things that used to define you? It's as though you're outgrowing your own skin, shedding layers that have accumulated over years of past experiences. The habits you once relied on, the ways of thinking that gave you a sense of security, are no longer in alignment with the divine calling that is emerging within you. This is because God is preparing you for a higher level. You're being refined and rewired in ways that sometimes feel uncomfortable, but trust me, it is all a part of His plan. The old ways of thinking, the limiting beliefs, and the unhealthy patterns are being replaced with something far more powerful and liberating. You are stepping into a new season of spiritual maturity and divine purpose, and with that comes a natural evolution of your mind, body, and spirit. The familiar ways of your past can no longer hold you because they are no longer in alignment with the greatness that is unfolding within you. This transformation isn't always easy, and I won't pretend that it is. You may feel a sense of resistance, confusion, or even discomfort as these old habits, mindsets, and relationships begin to fall away. But let me tell you something, this is God's refining process. He is deliberately breaking off everything that no longer aligns with the purpose He has set before you. Every change, every shift, and every moment of discomfort is part of the divine recalibration that is happening inside of you. God is not in the business of leaving you as you are. He wants to elevate you to your fullest potential, and for that to happen, He must refine you. Think of gold being refined in the fire. The process is intense, sometimes even painful, but it is necessary to remove the impurities, the things that are not meant to be part of your identity. God is doing the same thing with you. He is refining your character, reshaping your spirit, and aligning you more closely with the divine image He created you to be. This process may not always feel comfortable. You may feel like you're losing parts of yourself that you've held on to for years, habits, relationships, ways of thinking that were once part of your identity. But rest assured, these things are being removed not to punish you, but to prepare you for something greater. God's purpose for your life is far more significant than you can imagine. And for you to step into that purpose, these old things must be let go of. Every time you feel that discomfort, every time something feels like it's slipping away, know that it's God's loving hand guiding you into a deeper level of purpose. The old must go, so that the new can come. God is doing a new thing in you, and it requires the removal of the old patterns, habits, and mindsets that once held you back. As you continue to undergo this divine transformation, you may begin to notice a shift both internally and externally. There's a sense of separation happening in your life, and while this can feel unsettling, it is important to recognize it for what it truly is: a divine realignment. Relationships, situations, and environments that once felt familiar and comfortable may now seem out of sync with your evolving identity. This feeling of separation, though difficult, is not a sign of rejection. It is a vital part of God's plan to elevate you into your next season. God is orchestrating a divine separation to make room for your next chapter. He is clearing away what no longer serves your purpose, opening doors, and preparing you for the new opportunities, relationships, and environments that will align with the higher calling He has placed upon your life. The process of letting go of people, situations, and even mindsets you've held onto for years can be painful. But understand that this is not abandonment. It is divine alignment. Just as a gardener prunes a tree to encourage healthier growth, God is pruning your life to make space for greater fruitfulness. In this season of divine transformation, it's essential to trust that God is not causing separation to hurt you, but to help you grow. Think about the way nature operates. As autumn arrives, trees shed their leaves. At first glance, this may look like loss, but in reality, the shedding is necessary for the tree to preserve its energy, prepare for the coming seasons, and ultimately grow in the spring. Likewise, God is pruning your life to prepare you for new growth, new opportunities, and new experiences that will take you to places you would not have been able to reach if you were still holding on to the past. As painful as it may be to let go of certain relationships or situations, you must trust that God is removing what doesn't align with your divine purpose. It's not that these things were bad, but they are no longer a part of your future. The people, places, and circumstances that no longer resonate with your spirit may feel like a loss at first, but they are simply being replaced with something far greater, something designed specifically to align with the calling God has placed on your life. The pain you may be feeling during this process is real. It's hard to release something that once provided comfort, stability, or a sense of belonging. However, remember that this pain is temporary and is part of a divine process. Just as a snake sheds its skin to grow, God is leading you through a season of shedding the old in order to embrace the new. The difficulty of letting go often lies in the fear of the unknown, the hesitation about what lies ahead. Yet, in this divine separation, you are being prepared for something far greater than what you're leaving behind. You may feel disconnected from people who once played significant roles in your life. Some may not understand your new direction, and they might question your choices or growth. But it's important to remember that you are not meant to take everyone with you into the next season. Not everyone is part of your destiny. As God elevates you, some people will fall away, and that's okay. Trust that God knows who needs to be with you as you walk into this new chapter. The relationships that are being pruned from your life may no longer align with your divine assignment. It can be tempting to hold on to what is familiar and comfortable, but God's purpose for your life is far too great to be confined by old patterns and environments. He is preparing you for something bigger, and that often requires stepping away from things that no longer serve His plan for you. This separation is necessary for your elevation. God's plan for you is bigger than your understanding, and although it can feel lonely or confusing, this is the path He has set for you. The relationships, situations, and circumstances that are falling away were part of your past, but they don't belong in your future. By allowing these things to leave, you are making room for the new people, the new opportunities, and the new places that God has in store for you are waiting on the other side of this divine separation. It's time to embrace the divine separation, chosen one. Let go of the fear that holds you back, and trust that God is leading you to a place of greater purpose. He is clearing the path for you to step into the fullness of your destiny. This is a time of divine elevation, not a time of loss. Every step you take toward releasing what no longer serves you is a step toward walking in the blessings God has ordained for you. Embrace the discomfort of letting go, knowing that it is part of God's greater plan. As you trust His timing and His guidance, you will begin to see the beauty of this divine process. The relationships, opportunities, and environments that you are moving toward will be better aligned with who you are becoming. God is preparing you for greatness, and He is removing anything that would hinder your progress. The uncertainty that comes with divine separation can be unsettling. But remember, God's plan for you is greater than anything you could ever plan for yourself. Trust in His timing. Trust that He knows exactly what you need and exactly when you need it. He is orchestrating every detail of your life. And even when it feels like you are losing something, you are actually gaining more in alignment with your divine purpose. As you move through this season of divine separation, trust that God is clearing the way for something better. Let go of what no longer fits, and embrace the newness that He is bringing into your life. Your journey is not over, it is just beginning. You are stepping into a season of greater fulfillment, greater purpose, and greater impact. Trust that God is leading you toward the destiny He has already prepared for you. And know that every separation is making room for something greater. This is your time, chosen one. It's time to let go of the old and make room for the new. Embrace the divine separation as a necessary part of your growth and elevation. As you trust God's plan and step boldly into the future He has prepared for you, you will see that this time of letting go was not about loss. It was about making space for the fullness of His blessings. Let go of fear. Let go of doubt. Trust that God is guiding you to the place where you will thrive. The divine separation you are experiencing is making room for the extraordinary things He has in store for you. Embrace it with faith and know that God's plan is greater than anything you could have imagined. Keep moving forward and let God's purpose unfold in your life. Chosen one, if you are ready to embrace this transformation, to release the old and step boldly into the new, I invite you to affirm it now. Type "I release" in the comments below, symbolizing your willingness to let go of the old habits, mindsets, and relationships that no longer serve your divine purpose. By typing "I release," you are declaring that you are ready to surrender the past and step into the fullness of what God has for you. This is your moment of divine release. Allow yourself to be set free from the old patterns and attachments that have held you back. Trust that God is guiding you into a new season of purpose, and that everything you are letting go of is being replaced with something better. You are being refined, you are being elevated, and you are being prepared for the blessings that are on their way. The journey may not be easy, but it will be worth it. You are being transformed, chosen one, and God is with you every step of the way. Let go of what no longer serves you, and trust that God is preparing you for a future filled with divine purpose and abundance. Keep moving forward with faith, knowing that the best is yet to come. Chosen one, as you step into a season of divine favor and blessings, I want you to recognize something crucial. With every blessing and every opportunity that comes your way, there is a divine weight attached to it. The favor and success you are experiencing are not just for your own enjoyment or comfort. They come with responsibility. You are not merely being elevated to a higher position for your personal gain, but to fulfill a divine mission that God has set before you. The blessings you are receiving are not the end goal. They are the means by which you will serve others and fulfill God's kingdom on earth. This divine weight may feel heavy at times, and in moments of growth, it may even feel overwhelming. But let me assure you, the weight of divine purpose is not a burden, it is a sacred responsibility that you have been chosen to carry. The success that God is bestowing upon you is meant to propel you forward to do great things for His glory, not for your own fame or recognition. Have you ever thought about why God is blessing you with more than what you could have ever imagined? Why you are experiencing this divine acceleration? It's because He is positioning you to be a conduit of His love, grace, and power to the world around you. The blessings you are receiving are not just about you, they are about God using you to impact others in ways you may not even fully understand yet. The divine weight is a constant reminder that you are a vessel, a tool, for His work on earth. In this season of blessings, it is vital that you keep your eyes focused on your true calling and purpose. You are walking in a season of divine increase, But let me remind you that your calling is far greater than the fleeting prestige or accolades that the world may offer. The true blessing is not in the fame or recognition, but in the ability to serve others and carry out God's mission on this earth. The world may tempt you with fame, wealth, and power, but none of these things can compare to the eternal purpose you have in God's kingdom. The rewards of serving God far outweigh the empty praises of the world. While the world's applause may be loud and quick, it is only temporary. The true and lasting reward comes from serving others in God's name, and from living out your divine purpose with humility and obedience. As you move forward in this season, remember that the true fulfillment of your purpose lies in using the blessings God has given you to make an impact on the lives of others. It's easy to get distracted by the things that seem glamorous in the world, but the fulfillment that comes from serving others and following God's will is incomparable. Your purpose is far more significant than any temporary gain the world offers. You were chosen not to sit in the spotlight, but to reflect the light of God to those who need it most. When you focus on fulfilling your purpose rather than seeking personal glory, you will find true joy and fulfillment. You are being called to live a life of service, to be a vessel of love and compassion, and to spread God's message of hope and salvation wherever you go. As God continues to elevate you and bless you with opportunities, it's crucial to remember one key principle: humility. In this season of increase, the temptation to become prideful or self-serving may arise. Success and blessings may cause you to feel as though you've reached the pinnacle of your potential. But true strength and greatness in God's eyes come from humility. Humility is not about downplaying your accomplishments or pretending you are unworthy of the blessings you've received. Rather, it's about recognizing that every gift, every opportunity, and every success is not a result of your own abilities, but of God's grace and favor. God is elevating you not for your own exaltation, but for the fulfillment of His divine will. As you walk in the blessings and authority He has granted you, it's essential to keep your heart humble. This season of increase is a powerful reminder that success is not about you, it's about what God is doing through you. The moment you begin to take the credit for the blessings, you lose sight of your true purpose. It is God's hand that has brought you to where you are now, and it is His hand that will continue to lead you forward. Humility keeps you grounded in your divine mission. It reminds you that the blessings you experience are not an end in themselves, but a means to fulfill God's greater plan. Every promotion, every moment of growth, and every accomplishment is a part of the larger picture that God has designed for you. Humility prevents you from becoming self-reliant and dependent on your own understanding, and instead, it calls you to lean on God's strength and guidance each step of the way. Humility allows you to stay connected to the heart of your divine purpose. When you recognize that everything you have is a gift from God, you remain open to His direction and guidance. Pride, on the other hand, can cloud your judgment and cause you to lose sight of the greater calling that lies ahead. The beauty of humility is that it keeps your focus on God's work, not your own personal glory. As you ascend into a season of increase, it's easy to be distracted by the applause, the recognition, or the material gains that come with success. However, humility ensures that these things don't become the driving force in your life. Instead, they become the tools you use to further God's kingdom. When you stay humble, your success becomes a means to bless others, to share God's love, and to fulfill His will. You are walking in a season of increase, but it's vital to remember that this increase is not just for your own enjoyment. The blessings you receive are meant to be shared. It's through your humility that you are able to bless others, uplift those in need, and spread God's love to every corner of the earth. As you rise, remember that your success is not for self-indulgence, but for the betterment of others. When you humble yourself, you become a vessel for God's love and grace, showing others the power of His presence. Humility prevents you from becoming distracted by the allure of fame or personal recognition. Instead, it helps you stay focused on the mission you've been given: to serve God and His kingdom. Your blessings are meant to glorify God, and through humility, you demonstrate to others that it's not about the accolades or recognition. It's about serving a higher purpose and being faithful to the calling God has placed upon your life. As you experience the increase in success that comes with divine favor, it's important to guard against pride. Pride can sneak in when you begin to believe that you are the one who has made all of this possible. But pride only serves to distract you from your mission and separates you from the source of your blessings. Humility, on the other hand, brings you closer to God and keeps you aligned with His will. It reminds you that all that you have, all that you've accomplished, and all that you will continue to achieve is by His grace alone. Pride can make you forget that your success is not about you, but about God. It can turn your blessings into a source of personal validation instead of a way to glorify the one who gave them to you. When pride takes root, it clouds your perspective and causes you to focus inwardly instead of outwardly on the people you can serve and the kingdom you are called to build. Remaining humble is a choice. It's a conscious decision to remember that everything in your life is part of a greater plan. When you choose humility, you acknowledge that you are merely a vessel and that the glory belongs to God alone. Your successes are His successes, and you are merely a conduit for His divine will. When you walk in humility, you find the strength to endure, the grace to serve, and the wisdom to guide others. In this season of increase, make the decision to remain grounded in God's purpose for your life. Don't let pride or self-sufficiency take the place of humility. Recognize that every blessing you receive is not for your own benefit, but for the glory of God and for the service of others. Stay focused on the greater mission and always give credit to the one who made it all possible. Through humility, you will be able to steward your blessings well, and you will continue to fulfill the divine purpose God has set before you. Humility is not just a mindset, it's a way of life. It's an attitude of the heart that affects how you view yourself, how you interact with others, and how you approach success. To live humbly means to constantly submit to God's will, to recognize that He is the source of all good things, and to give thanks for every blessing, no matter how big or small. It's about putting others before yourself, serving without expecting anything in return, and always giving glory to God. In your journey of increase, let humility be your anchor. As God elevates you, let it be the reminder that your success is not about self-exaltation, but about fulfilling His divine purpose. Let humility keep you rooted in the knowledge that God is the one who is in control, and that His purpose for you is far greater than anything you could ever achieve on your own. The increase you are experiencing is a beautiful blessing, but it comes with great responsibility. God is entrusting you with more, not for your own benefit, but so that you can serve others and glorify Him through your success. Stay grounded in humility as you walk through this season of divine elevation. Keep your eyes on the mission that God has called you to, and never forget that your success is only made possible through His grace and favor. Remain humble, remain faithful, and continue to serve with a heart of gratitude. As you walk through this journey of increase, let your life be a testament to God's goodness, His love, and His power. Keep your heart humble and your hands open, ready to bless others with the abundance you've received. Your humility will be the key to your continued success and the fulfillment of God's purpose in your life. Chosen one, as you continue to walk in the blessings that God is pouring into your life, I want you to reflect on your purpose. Ask yourself, how can I use the blessings God is bestowing upon me to serve others? How can I be a vessel of love and light in a world that desperately needs it? The divine weight of your purpose is not meant to overwhelm you, it is meant to propel you forward in service to others. If you are ready to embrace this responsibility and commit to walking in humility and purpose, I invite you to affirm your willingness by typing "I serve" in the comments. This simple yet powerful declaration will serve as a reminder to yourself and to the world that you are not here for personal gain, but to carry out the mission that God has set before you. By typing "I serve," you are affirming your commitment to use the blessings God is giving you for His glory, not your own. You are acknowledging that your purpose is greater than personal accolades, and that you are ready to walk in humility, serving others, and fulfilling God's kingdom on earth. As you continue to walk in divine alignment with God's will, remember that He has chosen you for such a time as this. The blessings you are receiving are not for you alone, they are for the purpose of serving others and advancing God's kingdom. Keep your heart humble, your mind focused, and your eyes set on your divine purpose. You are walking in a season of divine purpose, and as you serve others, you will find the true fulfillment and joy that comes from living out your calling. Chosen one, I want you to understand that the season of increase you are stepping into is unlike anything you have experienced before. This is not just a season of financial blessings, although they are certainly part of it. This is a season where the very fabric of your life is shifting spiritually, emotionally, and yes, financially. God is preparing you for a time of great abundance. But it is not simply about receiving wealth or material success. It is about stepping into a deeper understanding of your purpose and aligning every aspect of your life with divine intent. As you are blessed financially, you are also being equipped spiritually to handle the responsibilities that come with such blessings. Financial increase without spiritual maturity can be a dangerous thing. However, because God has been preparing you for this moment, He is also preparing you to manage what He is about to pour into your life. The financial blessings are simply a manifestation of the spiritual work that has been happening in you. The spiritual shift has been preparing you to carry the weight of this new season with wisdom, integrity, and grace. Do not be surprised if, as these blessings begin to manifest, you start feeling an inner sense of responsibility. You may find yourself questioning how to use these resources to make a difference in the world. This is not coincidence, it is divine preparation. God is calling you to more, and He is equipping you spiritually and financially to handle this new season with excellence and integrity. You are entering into a time where your faith and your finances are aligning, and together, they will allow you to impact the world in ways that will leave an eternal legacy. The prosperity you are about to experience is not just for you. Yes, it's true that you will enjoy the fruits of your labor, and you will be blessed in ways you've only dreamed of. But it's essential to recognize that the true purpose of your prosperity goes far beyond your personal enjoyment. God doesn't bless us merely for our own gain. He blesses us so that we can serve a higher calling. Your wealth, success, and abundance are intended to help further God's kingdom, empower others, and make a meaningful impact on the world around you. When we view prosperity through the lens of purpose, it transforms into a powerful tool for good. It's no longer something to be hoarded or used selfishly, but a means by which you can support missions, help the less fortunate, give back to your community, and fund endeavors that glorify God. Your wealth is not an end, but a means to accomplish a greater purpose. Every dollar you receive, every opportunity that comes your way, is a divine invitation to serve something far beyond yourself. This mindset shift is essential. Prosperity is not just a sign of personal success, but a channel for fulfilling your divine calling. When God increases you, He's not just setting you up for a life of ease, but equipping you to serve others in ways that can change lives and shift the atmosphere around you. This is not about accumulating wealth for the sake of luxury. It's about using that wealth as a tool for kingdom building, for furthering His work here on earth. Imagine the difference you can make with the resources God is about to place in your hands. Picture how you can use your prosperity to elevate others, to help those in need, and to spread a message of love, hope, and faith. God is preparing you for something powerful. Chosen one. You have been chosen not only to receive blessings, but to be a blessing to others. Your prosperity is meant to have purpose. It's meant to extend God's love to those who need it most, to demonstrate His goodness, and to show the world the power of a life lived in alignment with His will. As your wealth increases, think about how you can direct it toward causes that align with God's heart. You can support charitable projects, fund initiatives that bring about positive change, invest in ventures that benefit society, or help further the kingdom in ways you've never thought possible. Your abundance is a tool that can spread hope, heal brokenness, and transform communities. It can make an eternal impact on people's lives, showing them that God is good and that He desires to bless His people so they can bless others. Don't just focus on the material blessings you'll receive. Instead, focus on how you will use those blessings to serve others. God is entrusting you with His resources, and with that trust comes responsibility. The wealth you accumulate is not yours to keep, it's yours to steward. As a steward, You must use it in a way that honors God and helps those in need. Whether it's supporting the poor, furthering educational opportunities, providing for the widows and orphans, or funding ministries that spread the gospel, your wealth has the potential to make a lasting impact. God doesn't bless us so we can live in excess while others suffer. He blesses us so that we can be conduits of His love and provision. He wants to use your prosperity to open doors that allow others to experience the abundant life He has planned for them. Prosperity, when viewed through the lens of purpose, becomes a sacred responsibility. It's not just about what you can buy or the comfort you can afford. It's about how you can use your resources to uplift and empower those who need it most. Take a moment to reflect on the impact your blessings can have. It's not just about you and your immediate circle, it's about the greater good. The prosperity you're about to step into will give you the power to do more than just live comfortably. It will enable you to change lives, spread the gospel, and help build the kingdom of God. This is the true purpose of your increase, to serve a higher calling. To use your wealth for God's glory. The key is to recognize that all of it, the blessings, the wealth, the success, is not yours to hoard but to share. It's not for you to flaunt, but for you to steward wisely. God is placing trust in you, and with that trust comes the responsibility of using your increase for His purposes. The increase you experience is not about you, but about how you will use it to bless others and expand God's kingdom on earth. As you step into a season of increase, choose to see your prosperity as a tool for kingdom building. You have been blessed not just for personal enjoyment but for the service of others. The more you grow in your wealth, the greater your ability to influence change. Every dollar is an opportunity to bring people closer to God, to impact your community, and to serve His kingdom. Your prosperity is not about having more things, it's about having more influence. You've been entrusted with resources that can help you make an impact. From funding missions to supporting those who are struggling, each blessing you receive opens up a new door for others, and your success can become a catalyst for transformation in the lives of those around you. When you align your wealth with God's purpose, you unlock the true power of prosperity. You begin to see it as a vehicle for good, not just a means of personal gain. You start to view your blessings as divine tools that can be used to bring heaven to earth, to share the message of hope and salvation with a world in need. Prosperity is not just for you, chosen one, it's for the world. As you begin to experience this divine increase, remember that it is your responsibility to use it to help others. Look beyond your own desires and consider how your success can impact the lives of those around you. You are the hands and feet of Jesus, and with the resources God has given you, you have the power to change lives. Your wealth is not just for personal enjoyment, it's for the kingdom of God. You have the opportunity to impact the world in profound ways, to leave a legacy that extends far beyond your lifetime. Every blessing you receive is an invitation to serve. Every opportunity you encounter is a chance to further God's work in the world. As you step into this season of purposeful prosperity, ask yourself how you can use your wealth to serve others. How can you empower those in need? How can you bring glory to God through your actions and decisions? This is the true purpose of prosperity, to be a vessel through which God can bless others and spread His love across the world. Your prosperity is not for you to keep to yourself. It is a gift, a blessing, and a responsibility. The increase that is coming into your life is not just about wealth, it's about purpose. As you receive these blessings, remember that they are meant to serve a higher calling. Your wealth is a tool that can be used to change lives, help those in need, and further God's kingdom on earth. Stepping into this season of increase is not just about accumulating material wealth, it's about using that wealth to make a lasting impact on the world around you. So, chosen one, as you walk into this new season of prosperity, remember to live with purpose. Your wealth is meant to bless others, to help fulfill God's mission, and to make a difference in the world. Steward it wisely, use it for His glory, and watch as God multiplies your blessings in ways you never imagined possible. Your prosperity is not just for you, it is for the kingdom of God. With great blessings come great responsibilities. Stewardship is not just about managing wealth, it's about managing your time, your relationships, and your spiritual life in a way that aligns with God's will. When you step into a season of increase, it is essential that you maintain a healthy perspective on what true abundance means. Abundance is not just financial, it encompasses every area of your life. Stewardship begins with how you manage your time. Are you prioritizing the things that matter most? Your relationship with God, your family, and your purpose. Time is one of the greatest gifts we've been given, and how we use it determines the fruit we bear. In this season of increase, it is important that you allocate your time wisely, using it to grow spiritually, serve others, and pursue your divine calling. Stewardship also applies to your relationships. As you are elevated, you will encounter new people, new opportunities, and new connections. How you treat others will reflect your heart and your understanding of God's blessings. Are you building relationships that are rooted in love, trust, and mutual respect? Are you using your influence to uplift those around you, or are you seeking to elevate yourself above others? True prosperity comes when we understand that every relationship is an opportunity to serve and reflect the love of Christ. And, of course, stewardship applies to your spiritual life. In this season of increase, it is easy to become distracted by the blessings and the opportunities, but do not let these things pull you away from your relationship with God. Maintain a strong foundation of prayer, worship, and obedience. Remember that all of your blessings are gifts from God, and it is only by staying connected to Him that you will continue to thrive. Your spiritual health is the most important aspect of stewardship because it is the source of everything you have and everything you will do. You are being entrusted with abundance in every area of your life, your finances, your time, your relationships, and your spiritual growth. As you step into this new season, it is crucial that you steward these blessings wisely. By doing so, you will honor God and fulfill the purpose He has set for you. Chosen one, as you prepare to step into the abundance that God is about to release into your life, I encourage you to reflect on your commitment to steward these blessings with wisdom and purpose. It is not enough to simply receive. You must be ready to manage these blessings in a way that brings glory to God and serves His kingdom. If you are ready to embrace this responsibility and walk in divine increase with integrity and purpose, I invite you to type, "I will steward," in the comments. This declaration is more than just words. It is a commitment to use the blessings God is giving you for His glory. It is an affirmation that you are ready to steward your finances, your time, your relationships, and your spiritual life with wisdom, grace, and responsibility. By typing, "I will steward," you are acknowledging that you understand the responsibility that comes with abundance, and that you are committed to using your blessings to fulfill God's plan for your life. You are declaring that you will not hoard or waste the gifts that God is giving you, but will use them to serve others and advance His kingdom on earth. This is your moment to step into a new season of increase, a season where your blessings will overflow and your purpose will be fulfilled. Embrace this responsibility and trust that God will continue to guide you as you steward His blessings with wisdom and purpose. As you reflect on the journey you've been on, chosen one, I want to remind you that this divine rewiring and transformation is not something that can be rushed. This process, as challenging as it may feel at times, is a carefully orchestrated series of events designed specifically to elevate you to the destiny that awaits. You may not see all the steps, or even understand the deeper purpose behind some of the shifts in your life, but trust that each part of this divine process is necessary for what's to come. You see, in our human nature, we often want instant results. We crave clarity, and we seek immediate answers to the questions that keep us awake at night. But divine timing does not operate according to our schedules. It moves in perfect harmony with the greater plan that God has for us. His timing is perfect, and though you may be in a season of waiting or uncertainty, know that it is all part of a greater purpose that is unfolding. Your spiritual rewiring, your emotional shifts, and your physical preparation are all pieces of a divine puzzle. And every change you are experiencing is preparing you for something far greater than you can imagine. You might feel the weight of the waiting at times. You might wonder when the breakthrough will come, or why things seem to be moving slowly. But I urge you to trust the process. The changes are not random. They are divinely designed. The trials you've faced, the obstacles you've overcome, and the moments of silence have all been necessary to shape you into the person you are becoming. You are being prepared to step into a future that you cannot yet fully comprehend. But rest assured, every moment you experience is setting the stage for what is to come. As you walk through this period of transformation, I want you to hold fast to the truth that you are being divinely aligned. Every shift you're feeling, every change that is taking place within you, is part of a greater design. A design that was laid out for you before you were even born. You are not stumbling through life by accident, chosen one. You are walking in alignment with God's perfect plan for you. And every moment, you are becoming more attuned to His will. Even if you cannot see all the pieces coming together right now, trust that they are. God is positioning you for something far greater than what your eyes can yet perceive. The blessings that are coming are not by chance. They are part of a divine blueprint, a plan that has been unfolding for generations, and you have been chosen to be a key player in this eternal design. The steps you are taking now are setting the foundation for your future. And though it may feel uncertain at times, trust that everything is falling into place exactly as it should. Your life is aligning with heaven's purposes, and the doors that are opening for you are not coincidences. They are the result of divine preparation, divine favor, and divine timing. Every challenge you have faced, every decision you have made, and every path you have walked has been leading you to this point. The blessings that are coming will not just be for you, they are a part of God's larger plan to bring about His kingdom on earth. You are being aligned not just for personal gain, but to fulfill a much greater calling that will impact the lives of others and leave a lasting legacy. Now, as you stand on the threshold of something extraordinary, I encourage you to fully surrender to God's will. Surrendering does not mean giving up. It means trusting that God's plan for your life is far greater than anything you could have imagined on your own. It means trusting that He has equipped you with everything you need to walk out your divine calling, and that every season you go through is preparing you for the next step in your journey. This is the time to commit wholeheartedly to the calling God has placed on your life. You are being prepared for a destiny that will not just bless you, but will be a blessing to those around you. As you surrender to God's plan, remember that He has already gone before you, and He will continue to guide you every step of the way. You are not walking this path alone. God is with you, and His presence will guide you through every trial, every challenge, and every triumph. Embrace your divine purpose with confidence. Know that the timing of your life is not accidental. Every moment has been carefully designed, and the purpose you are walking into will far exceed your expectations. Your calling is greater than any obstacle that stands in your way. Your purpose is more powerful than any fear or doubt you may face. And as you step into this next chapter of your life, trust that God is equipping you with the wisdom, strength, and courage to fulfill the calling He has placed on your heart. Now, chosen one, I invite you to affirm your commitment to God's divine plan. This is not just about recognizing your purpose, it is about stepping boldly into it. I encourage you to declare, with full confidence, that you are ready to surrender to divine timing and embrace the transformation that is unfolding in your life. If you are ready to fully surrender to God's will and trust His perfect timing for the next chapter of your life, I invite you to type, "I surrender," in the comments. This is not just a declaration. It is an affirmation that you are ready to embrace the divine shift that is happening in your life. You are ready to walk in alignment with God's plan and trust that His timing is perfect. As you type, "I surrender," you are releasing any fear, doubt, or resistance that may have held you back, and you are embracing the divine timing and the purpose God has for you. This is a moment of surrender and trust, and as you declare it, know that God is already working on your behalf. The path is being cleared, the blessings are being released, and your divine assignment is unfolding before your eyes. In this season of divine alignment, remember that you are not alone. God is with you, guiding you, and preparing you for the extraordinary things ahead. Trust in His timing, surrender to His will, and walk confidently in the calling He has placed on your life. Your time is now, and with each step, you are becoming more of the person God has created you to be. Embrace the journey, for it is leading you to a future full of purpose, blessing, and divine fulfillment. May you continue to walk in faith and trust in God's perfect timing. Your transformation is already underway, and with each passing day, you are one step closer to the divine destiny that awaits you. Stay faithful, stay patient, and know that your surrender is opening the doors to everything God has promised.